Congress could have done is set it up so the PPP loan, the incentive was based on the number of loans given. That would have had banks running to small mom and pop restaurants to make sure that they got the PPP loan, because they would have gotten their money based on the number of loans given out instead of simply the size of the loans. If that happened, people are walking up and down Westminster, Broad, and Main Streets across the country, making sure that mom and pop places are getting bailed out. They're getting the PPP loan that they deserve. But that's really only a temporary solution. Anyone that works in the industry knows that the margins were too tight for too long, well before the pandemic hit. And that's really an issue of the economy as a whole. Our economic systems are set up in such a way that it's difficult for people to have enough money to go out to eat. Not as many people go out to eat as often as they wish. And the margins in the restaurant industry itself are very tight. That's really a result of our entire economic system. Now, if you think about how tight those margins were before the pandemic, and you recognize the fact that no matter what we do, there will be a decrease in the population that goes out to eat on a going forward basis, probably for many years, those margins won't work. That math won't work. It particularly won't work for independent restaurants. Large-scale restaurants and chains have access to finances that local places do not. The thing about local places is that's what makes everything great. That's what makes a place. That's what makes Providence, Providence. That's what makes Rhode Island, Rhode Island, right? The places that you can't get anywhere else. They're in the greatest jeopardy. And I'm deeply concerned that unless we have serious large-scale economic change, which gives working families more access to income so they can spend more money in the local economy, and we decrease the costs on restaurants, the restaurant industry, especially the independent restaurants, are at risk now and for the long term.